Captain's log, stardate 2015-06.05. Well guys, this is the Wonderfest edition of Captain's log. Sorry it's a little late in coming, but I have been busy the last few days. Went down to Wonderfest with a few friends of mine, had a great time, and met a few people, a few Trekyards fans. Before I get into that though, one of the first things you might notice is this is better quality video. That's because I'm using my iPhone 6 actually to record this, as opposed to my computer with a Windows Movie Maker. So hopefully it's better quality. Hopefully you guys like it better. If it works, I might do this for all my videos. I got the phone on a little tripod there, and that hopefully will work just as well. Hopefully you can hear me as well and all that. Any suggestions or anything in the comments below, please, so that I know. Thanks to Samuel, Commander Calkins, for suggesting that I do it this way. We used to film all of the Trekyards episodes with my iPad, which I was trying to use my iPad, but I don't have a tripod for it. So this actually works out a lot better. Plus I got a lot more space on my phone to make a little bit longer videos, right? So anyway, shout out to a few people real quick. Trubby Howard, nice meeting you at Wonderfest. Adam Jewell, also, I'm going to talk about each one of these people individually in a minute. And then Gregory Waters. Is it Waters or Watters? It's W-A-T-T-E-R-S. So correct me in the comments below, Gregory. Hope I got that right. I'm going to say Waters for now. But yeah, let's start off with Gregory Waters. I met him on the first day. He came up, you know, and introduced himself. And this guy, I got to tell you, looks a lot like Commander Riker. Sorry. He said he gets that a lot, but I thought I would be able to talk to him a little bit more and over the course of the weekend. However, I never ran into him again. So I apologize, Gregory, for that. I was looking out for you. I was hoping to see you again, but I didn't. So maybe next year we can hook up and actually kind of chat for a little bit. Second was Adam Jewell. Now, he entered a model in the contest. It was a Klingon Katinga class cruiser, and it was very well painted. I really liked it. He got a merit award, so an award of merit for entering the contest. Did a great job on the model. I had to babysit it for a few hours because on Sunday he was working till 6 and the contest ended at 5, where you had to pick up your models. So I picked up the model for him and babysat it for a little while until he could come and pick it up. And sorry, Adam, that we didn't get a chance to hang out or have supper. And you could, I know you wanted to pick my brain about the 350 scale lighting and whatnot, but we had the banquet and a few other events going on Sunday night, and I kind of lost track of time and I didn't contact you afterwards, so I apologize for that. We, like I said, maybe next year we can do something, because I do plan on going again, and I know you live near there. So, and lastly, Trubby Howard. Now, it was awesome meeting him and his wife. First of all, he felt bad that he couldn't donate to the Indiegogo campaign, so what he did was he brought me a few little trinkets that I could either sell or, you know, use the monies towards Trekyards. So he brought me season 1 and 2 of the remastered TOS DVDs, which is awesome. I already have them, but I mean, I got 2 extra now that I can sell or whatever to give a few funds for Trekyards. That's amazing. Thank you, Trubby. He apologized that he didn't have season 3, but I mean, come on. You're giving me DVD box sets, or sets. I mean, that's awesome. Thank you very much. Also, he gave me something that I really love. I'm going to keep this for myself. Captain's log number 17, Starfleet battles. This is the brief history of the General War, so the war between the Federation and the Klingons. This book's got some great stuff in it. There's some new ship SSDs. Talks about a bunch of the different races and whatnot that were involved in the war. Different battles, different strategies. Goes into some ship detail, which is awesome for Trekyards, I might add. Look at this. Some Gorn ships there, and some artwork. So just simply amazing. I was floored by this, and I'd just like to say thank you very much. I'm gonna read this and enjoy it. And my brother Steve is also gonna probably read this and enjoy it. He's a huge Starfleet Battles fan. He's got all of the captain's modules and a bunch of the supplements and whatnot. So that's awesome. Thank you very, very, very much. All right, so Next, I'm going to talk about the Iron Modeler competition. Now, Iron Modeler is a competition where you got 4 hours to basically use a donor kit or a base kit, and everybody gets the same one. So there were six teams this year. It's teams of 3. Unfortunately, our team, Team Trekyards, only had 2 people, me and Anthony Goodman. So, you know, we were kind of at a disadvantage. But anyway, use this kit and you make something completely different from what the kit's supposed to be. So our kit was a World War II plane. I can't remember which one exactly now. But there's a table full of miscellaneous parts and whatnot that you can scrounge through, and you have 4 hours to do this. And you know, we came up with an interesting design. I'll actually get that for you in just 1 second. Hold on a second. All right, so here it is. We, Anthony and myself, we wanted to do something Section 31. So you can see we got the refit engines on there. These pieces were from ring pieces that were thrown in at like the last hour or 2 hour mark. You had to use all the rings, so we had to add these as like modified sensor add-ons. So this ship here is our entry. We didn't have a chance to finish painting it or anything. We're running kind of short on time. See some of the details there. I know it looks a lot like a boat, doesn't it? Because this main part was a boat. Here's the front part was the plane, the fuselage. So lots of interesting stuff going on there. It is a Section 31 ship, and we described it as such. So Section 31, called the USS Vigilant, its registry number is NCC 007, because it's a spy vessel. That's why it's black, by the way. I know it kind of goes against the Federation aesthetic, but you know, that's what we were going for. It's an extreme long-range sensor and surveillance vessel. Uses transphasic and transdimensional scanning, and is tasked with trying to obtain high-resolution scans of distant quadrants and spy on potential threats. So these guys can scan other quadrants, like the Delta Quadrant and whatnot. So they can actually scan deep into other quadrants and territories, which is amazing. And that's why it's got all that stuff on it. It's very heavily modified, uses alien technology as well. And the quote we came up with for the ship was, "She may be ugly, but so is what we must do to ensure our safety and our freedom." So there you have it, guys. One of the guest judges for that was Rick Sternbach. And yeah, we didn't win, like I said, but everyone was separated by like 1 point, so it was a very close race. And yeah, congratulations to the team who won. I can't recall their name, but they had a great concept and an awesome design. So congrats to them. Another thing I wanted to mention is that on Sunday, that would be June 7th, is Commander Cocking's birthday. So happy birthday, Samuel. I'll probably make you a separate birthday video just like you did for me. I really appreciated that. We saw that on the way down to Wonderfest. I had to show it to everybody in the car. It was awesome. Thank you very much. It was a big surprise. And thank you to everybody for your birthday wishes. It was great hearing from all you guys. Much appreciated. So everybody wish Samuel a happy birthday on Sunday. I will be posting something on the Trekyards websites or Facebook pages, sorry, acknowledging his birthday, so that you guys can jump in and wish him a happy birthday as well. So since our birthdays are so close together, like mine's the 28th of May, his is June 7th, and we kind of formed this Trekyards thing around this date. This time of year is going to be the Trekyards anniversary. We didn't really do much this year. We still might do something a little bit special for you guys, but we are going to have this time of year, you know, beginning of June, as the Trekyards anniversary, because, you know, that's when we came into existence. So anyway, guys, I just want to show you a few little things that I picked up at Wonderfest for myself. Yeah, so got myself a Mirror Universe dagger. Still needs to be painted, of course. I'm going to do it silver, the blade silver, and the handle I'm probably going to do in a copper or some kind of other metallic, maybe gold on the pommel. I don't know yet. I'm going to make it different than the ones you see on screen, but yeah, so that'll be around, and it'll be in some of the videos. I'm sure I'll feature that occasionally. I also got another one of those for my wife, which I will paint to her specifications. Now, as you all know, if you are a Trekyards fan and you are a Captain Foley fan, you know one of my favorite ships is the Federation class Dreadnought from TOS. And I was lucky enough to finally score one right there. It's a resin kit, and it's going to be built very soon. I really love this ship. I've always wanted a nice size model of it. The closest I've had so far has been these small ones here. And that was only like this past Christmas that I got that. So I mean, I've been itching for a Dreadnought for years now, and I got this one now, so I'm very happy about it. It's a fairly good size. I'm not sure the scale. I think it's I don't know, 1400 maybe. But there you have the saucer. So really looking forward to building that. And of course, the build for this will be on my on this YouTube channel. You'll be able to watch the build. Now, my friend Dave, he gave me a gift while I was down there. He got me the Klingon Raptor resin kit. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the Klingon Raptors, so I kind of said, hey, Dave, is it okay if I exchange this for something at the same price? And then I'll kind of come and show you what I got you. He goes, yeah, that's not a problem, not at all. So thank you, Blappy, for the gift, first of all. But I had to exchange it for something TOS, because that's Captain Foley for you. So I got the Ptolemy class Tug, which will be also very fun to build. It's the same scale as the Dreadnought-ish. I think it's the exact same scale, but we'll have to see about that. 1/1400 scale. Yeah, they're both 1/1400 scale. So very cool. I'm excited about building those, but it's not done there, folks. As we know, I also love the refit Dreadnoughts. So we got a refit Dreadnought, and this is 1/2500 scale. So it'll be a quick little build, but it's going to be freaking amazing. It's bigger than these ones, and I've never had a refit. I mean, the chance of getting a TOS Dreadnought are a lot higher than getting a refit Dreadnought, so very excited about that. I got a few more of these little 2500s. I got the Stingray class Destroyer, which is a movie era. There's no picture of it really per se, but oh, there, I guess you can see it right there. Right there. Right there. And I also got a TOS era frigate called the Soria class. So it's basically the TOS version of the Miranda class. So very excited about these. I gotta tell you guys, I loved Wonderfest. There was so much going on, so much great stuff, so many great people. A lot of people were coming up to me going, you look familiar. How do I know you? I'm like, well, Trekyards? Yes! Or people come up and go, Foley, right? Also got to meet Rick Sternbach in person. That was awesome. Got to chat with him a little bit. Great guy, great guy. We're actually filming with him later today. It is currently 9:40 a.m. and we're filming with him. Samuel and I are filming with him at 1 o'clock p.m. today, which is 10 a.m. Rick's time. And 6 p.m. Samuel's time. It's so confusing, all these time zones. It's amazing that Trekyards ever gets anything done. But yeah, I'm really hyper today, aren't I? It's because I'm excited about Wonderfest and all the coolness that's going on. So we're filming two and a half episodes with Rick today, and you're going, huh? Half episode? Yeah, you'll see. He's just going to comment on another ship that we did, an episode that we haven't quite finished up yet. We're going to have him comment on it and kind of tack his little spiel on at the end, so that should be exciting. Alright, but now it's time for the regular edition of Captain's Logs, where I read you the questions and comments that I got from you guys, and I answer them. So the first one is from Steve Martino, of course. He's always commenting on these. Like I said, he's one of our biggest fans here. I would like to say try XSplit or OBS. They both let you fine-tune your capture settings and have a lot of useful options. XSplit is paid with free trial and OBS is free open source. My wife has a YouTube channel, so had to figure it out too. She uses the Logitech C930E, similar to the 920. These cams don't have a lot of options, but with the right software, you should be able to get some good results. I had no idea there was a Sins Star Trek mod. That's freaking awesome. Now I gotta go set it up. Alright, so he's first referring to the lack of video quality in my last couple Captain's Logs, because I've used the computer, and through the computer, through Windows Movie Maker, the quality kind of suffered, and I don't know what's going on with the screen behind me. It's having a heart attack. Let me just take care of some maintenance. I'll be right back. I know a lot of you have asked too where I get my screensavers from and whatnot. Well, most of them are flash animations that I've got online, and my computer just crashed, so I'm going to cut this one short. Okay guys, crisis averted. The hull breaches have been sealed and the auto-destruct sequence has been deactivated. We're back to normal operating operating procedures. Alright, so a lot of people wonder where I get my screensavers and whatnot from. Most of them are flash animations that have been converted into screensavers. They're all available online. You can just find them, look for flash animations. I can't really per se say where I found them because I got them years and years and years and years ago. I never really pay attention to where I got them. So you're just going to have to kind of rough it as far as that goes. I apologize. It's almost a shame to show them off then because you guys are all jealous and want them, and I don't know where to send you, so I'm so sorry. So sorry. Anyways, I was still talking about, yeah, he was of course referring to the crappy quality of Windows Movie Maker and my recording. So that's why I'm using the iPhone 6 now. We're going to see how well that works out. Hopefully it'll be a lot better and you'll still be able to hear me and all that. But this is just a test of the emergency Captain Foley system. So you're going to have to keep me posted as to whether it works fine or not. And he also said he had no idea there was a Sins of the Solar Empire Star Trek mod. That's freaking awesome. He's got to go get it. Well, yes, it's basically Armada 3. If you've played Starfleet Armada and Starfleet Armada 3 or 2, this is basically number 3. They just modified existing game. It's very well done. I'm not exactly 100% happy with the controls as compared to the regular Armada 2 or something, but you know, it's a good game. Next one is from Saquist. Now we talked about the armament of a TOS Constitution class in the last episode, so he's got some points to that. So my 1975 Starfleet Technical Manual clearly states that the Constitution Class 1 heavy cruiser only has 3 banks of phasers with 2 turrets each, correct, and only forward photon torpedoes, correct. Defiant is not listed in the appropriation list, but nowhere on these original plans does it show aft weapons such as those seen in the Enterprise Mirror Universe episode, such as the aft torpedoes or phasers, correct. If memory serves, that location is either a beacon or a sensor such as the lower dome on the saucer. Correct. It's a beacon and a sensor, actually, right above the shuttle bay. Now, that is the original, well, not totally original. It's right after, it's the first production model of the Constitution, right after it gets retrofitted and refitted from the Cage era, where they get the different nacelles, different end caps on the engines, whatever. So that's, yes, those specifications you're talking about from the tech manual are correct. However, it is speculated that in later years, before the Phase 2 refit, if you want to believe that that happened, or the movie era refit, that there were modifications made to the Constitution class to add additional aft weapons. So, just kind of go with what you believe. While Axanar is, this is still Saquist, while Axanar is a nice effort like Enterprise, it's revisiting the Federation's peaceful expansion in, it's revising the Federation's peaceful expansion into one of militaristic advances of the empire, of an empire. The Constitution isn't a warship. It became battle-oriented with the refit in response to Organians, Shermans, and K7 station incidents. 100% agree with you. And the Axanar isn't really revising Star Trek history, it's adding to it, because there was a conflict with the Klingons initially called the 4-Year War in FASA, and that's what they're visiting. It's not necessarily canon because it is FASA, so, but there was a conflict between the Klingons and the Federation at some point that created hostilities, much like the Romulan War that was mentioned in the original canon. So they're just expanding on that, and I understand what you're saying, so don't, when it comes to timelines and keeping things right, you're talking to the right guy. Enterprise kind of bugged me in that regard, but it's Star Trek, you still gotta love it, you still gotta kind of work it into what you believe. Still him, still him. This is more of a reflection of the 21st century than it is of the 23rd century Gene Roddenberry had in mind. That's true. Gene Roddenberry wanted peaceful coexistence between races, and the humans had evolved, and yeah, I understand. I am a sci-fi snob. While Star Trek is my first love, but I don't think it is. They did it the best. Stargate and Babylon 5 are better series than Trek. No, you just not just say that. No, it's okay. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and that's awesome. That's fine. I understand that, and yeah, as long as you still like Trek and you got love for the Trek, Trek on. All right, the next one is from NC 1701 Dan. I love Stargate. Totally my most favorite series, second only to Star Trek, especially Stargate Atlantis. That's true. I'm not a huge Stargate fan. I've watched a few with my wife, but Stargate Atlantis is by far my favorite. But we'll move on. We'll move on. And yes, I think that the same thing with the Doctor and the holodeck. Wolseley is the EMH, and they have so similar personalities. So he's just referring to what I talked to in the last Captain's Log, that I think all the Stargate is a holodeck simulation designed by the Doctor so that he could play, you know, Wolseley. They seem like the same person. It is so awesome. Him commanding Atlantis in Season 5 just felt so much like the EMH in Voyager is epic. So, I agree. Stargate is just a Star Trek holodeck simulation. Anyway. Next one is Techno Pop-Tart. Where did you get your screensavers? Well, I think I just addressed that. Like I said, there are a lot of cool ones, but a lot of them are Flash animations that I converted into screensavers just for my own personal use. So I can't really send you those files, and you just gotta look. You gotta be vigilant and try to figure out a way to do it. Even if you convert something, you know, to video and then play it on a loop, whatever you gotta do. Just do what you love and enjoy it. Just don't sell it or make profit from it or do something stupid with it. You know, just enjoy it. Hope that answered your question. Next one is from John Paul Saylor. Greetings from St. Louis. I'm sure something like this already exists, but maybe you could do a series of tutorial vids about Star Trek battles and other Trek tabletop games. Keep up the good work. That, my friend, is a great idea. And you know what? You know, be good for that is me and my brother Steve. We play Starfleet battles on a regular basis, always have, and we love it. So why not? Why not me and him make a new series of videos teaching you how to play the game? I think that's an awesome idea. I'll definitely look into it and talk to my brother about it, and we'll see what we can do, okay? Thank you very much for the suggestion. Next is from Deadliest Envelope. Hey Cap, Star Trek, you so silly. Me and my bro were reminiscing about some stuff that reminded me of the time I flipped out on Voyager. It was the first or second season, and they found a colony of humans that were abducted and took to the Delta Quadrant. But the aliens took a pickup truck with them all the way from Earth and just dumped it in orbit, so the Voyager crew could bring it on board and start it on the first try. Not to mention the effects of the vacuum of space would have. Arg, winky face. Star Trek, you so silly. It's true. There are a lot of silly Star Trek episodes and plots, but the same can be said about almost every show out there. So, yeah, there are a lot of funny Star Trek stories like that I kind of scoff at myself, but it's just what I do. If you don't love it, you can't make fun of it. That's my rule. If you make fun of it, you know, you got to at least know something about it and enjoy it. And lastly, we got Thomas Clark, who said, "Hey Captain, what about Star Trek Online game? You could do a walkthrough. You could do a walkthrough. Your fan, Thomas." Well, thank you, Thomas. I kind of done that before. I did a quick tour of my ship and whatnot in an older video, but yeah, I could definitely do that. Now I've got some screen capture software, thanks courtesy of Commander Cockings, because we're planning on doing some Star Trek gaming, me and him, and we're going to narrate that and have fun with that and create a new kind of show for you guys as well about around Star Trek gaming, where we battle each other. So other stuff is in the works too. We might have a Star Trek versus, or a Trekyards versus show coming out soon with a special guest host who will be joining us for every episode, but we're still in talks about that. I just set off my tribble. But yes, anyway, this episode is running very long, but it's because this Wonderfest episode is exciting. Alright, So I'm sorry for boring you guys. I will be moving along now, so you guys have a great afternoon or day or morning whenever you're watching this, or night, and I will see you very soon, because yeah, and my next Captain's Log will probably have an intro. Samuel, Commander Calkins, hello. Yeah, he said maybe because our computer is being built because of your awesome donations to Indiegogo, that maybe next Captain's Log I'll have my intro. So I'm looking forward to that, guys. I hope you are too. And anyway, this is Captain Foley signing off until next time. Bye, guys.